So I'm lying in bed, finally comfortable, finally cool, finally drifting off. And then my heart does a thing. A flop. A thump. Like a fish just jumped inside my chest. Then it races. Galloping like I'm being chased by a bear, except I'm horizontal, staring at the ceiling, not moving. I sit up. Am I having a heart attack? Is this anxiety? Is this the caffeine I drank at 10 a.m. finally staging a coup? I check my pulse on my wrist like a Victorian invalid. It's fast, but it's steady. My partner rolls over and mumbles. You okay? I whisper, I think my heart is practicing for a marathon I didn't sign up for. He says, probably just hormones, and falls back asleep. I lie there, heart doing jazz improvisation, wondering if I should drive to the ER or just update my wall on my phone. Hello, my heart racing, chest thumping, pulse checking pals, and welcome back to Is It Perimenopause or Am I Dying? I'm Sam, and today we are talking about heart palpitations. That delightful sensation where your heart suddenly becomes very aware of itself. Flip-flopping, pounding, skipping beats, or racing like you're late for a bus that doesn't exist. If you've ever sat bolt upright at 2 a.m. clutching your chest and wondering if this is it, you're in the right place. You're probably not dying. Your heart is just being a drama queen, and your hormones are writing the script. Let's decode the chaos, learn when to actually worry, and find ways to calm your internal drumline. What's actually happening? Why does your heart suddenly act like it's auditioning for a rock band? Estrogen again. Estrogen affects the electrical conduction system of your heart and your autonomic nervous system, which controls heart rate and rhythm. It also influences the balance between the sympathetic nervous system, your fight or flight response, and the parasympathetic nervous system, your rest and digest state. When estrogen drops, your sympathetic system can become overactive. Your body gets stuck in a slightly hyperaroused state, like the accelerator is being tapped even when you're parked. This can trigger palpitations, skipped beats, extra beats, a racing heart, or that thump-thump-pause-thump sensation. Estrogen also impacts magnesium and calcium channels that regulate heart muscle contractions. Fluctuations can cause those channels to get a little jumpy, leading to premature atrial or ventricular contractions. They feel dramatic but are usually benign. Add in the other perimenopause greatest hits: anxiety from mood swings, sleep deprivation, hot flashes that spike adrenaline, dehydration from night sweats, and maybe one too many cups of coffee to survive the fatigue. Your heart is just responding to a chaotic internal environment. The squirrel who's been terrorizing every system in your body? He's now the drummer in your chest. He's had too much caffeine and sugar, he's off rhythm, and he's just banging on things randomly. He thinks he's the star of the show. You're just trying to sleep through the performance. Is this normal? Checklist. Let's sort annoying but typical palpitations from go to the emergency room right now. Normal. Feeling a skipped beat, a thump, a flip-flop, or a brief racing heart, especially at rest or when lying down. These are often premature beats and are very common in perimenopause. Normal. Palpitations that come and go, last a few seconds to a couple of minutes, and aren't accompanied by other symptoms. Normal. Heart racing after a hot flash or night sweat, because your body's cooling system activates your heart rate. Normal. Palpitations that increase with stress, caffeine, alcohol, or sugar, and decrease when you're calm and hydrated. Red flags, the kinds that need immediate medical attention. Chest pain, pressure, or squeezing. Not just the flutter, but an elephant on your sternum sensation. Shortness of breath, feeling faint or actually fainting. Palpitations that are prolonged, chaotic, or feel like your heart is quivering irregularly rather than just skipping a beat. Also palpitations with nausea, jaw or arm pain, or a cold sweat that's different from your regular night sweats. And if you have a personal or family history of heart disease, or palpitations are new and severe, get checked. The rule: if it flutters and you can breathe and talk through it, it's likely benign hormonal chaos. If it hurts, if you can't breathe, if you feel like you might lose consciousness, treat it as an emergency. No squirrel is worth an untreated heart condition. Survival Toolkit. Now, how to calm your heart when it's doing an unsolicited drum solo. Tip 1. The vagus nerve maneuver. Your vagus nerve is the main parasympathetic nerve that slows heart rate. You can activate it by bearing down like you're having a bowel movement, coughing hard, or splashing ice-cold water on your face. The cold water dive reflex can be especially effective. Keep a spray bottle of ice water by your bed for dual use, night sweats and palpitation resets. Tip 2. Hydrate like you're a delicate houseplant. Dehydration thickens your blood, makes your heart work harder, and can trigger palpitations. Drink water consistently. If you've had a night sweat, you're already dehydrated. Add an electrolyte packet to your water once a day, especially with magnesium and potassium, which support heart rhythm. Tip 3. Caffeine and alcohol are now frenemies. Some women can tolerate them, and some suddenly cannot. Caffeine is a stimulant. Alcohol can trigger palpitations and disrupt sleep. Experiment with cutting back, especially in the afternoon and evening. If your heart races after a glass of wine, that's not a moral failing. That's just your swirl getting drunk and louder on the drums. Tip 4, the reassurance mantra. When a palpitation hits, place your hand on your chest and say, "This is a normal, temporary sensation. I have felt this before and survived. My heart is strong. My hormones are just chaotic." This tells your amygdala to stand down so you don't spiral into panic, which only makes the heart race more. Tip 5, magnesium, your heart's chill pill. Magnesium glycinate or citrate before bed can calm the nervous system, support heart rhythm, improve sleep, and reduce palpitations. Talk to your doctor, but it's a common and often helpful supplement. Think of it as giving your swirl a tiny chamomile tea. So your heart is doing unscheduled jazz solos, and it's probably not a heart attack. It's just perimenopause making your cardiovascular system a little extra theatrical. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to share and subscribe. Have a nice day. See you in next episode.